Hi, my name is Coach Moxie. A quick intro. I am here to help you win. Now, and of course, the ideas I share, the strategies I share, you probably have 1,000 different alternatives to it, right? And you probably have better solutions than I'm suggesting. Regardless, you don't have my results. I get, and if you do, congratulations. If you did it in a different way, congratulations equally. But if you don't, you probably need to put your head down and listen to what I have to say. Right? This is meticulously recorded progress that I was doing because I knew I will attract you at some point, and you will need as much advantage as I have enjoyed building this. Are you getting it? So get down to business, drive yourself through it, learn, and learn. You have everything to gain and nothing to lose. I'm always open for questions. You can email me or reach out to me on any of the contacts I'll put on the screen. I have your best interest. I hope that you work with me so we can make this world better. Thank you.
Let's make sure something is very clear for this particular topic. Like I said before in the previous section, I said if you're not already a designer, that means you don't know how to design. PosterMyWall is not for you. Are you getting it? Anyhow designs will not win. Lack of excellence in design will not win. Lack of understanding of colors will not win. Very terrible, unbelievable nonsense layout will not win. Or unintelligent use of elements to enhance design will not win. Because don't forget, your audience, remember, they used to pay you to do design, you that is the expert, and it takes you days, sometimes weeks, to finish a concept from scratch to finish, to finish as an expert though. And then you have designs now on your store that the people who used to pay you that can correct are the ones now going to use it themselves. You can imagine what the kind of disaster that can easily attack them. What they used to think is not just moving something or dragging something, or it's not just pressing something. It's now what they are going to end up working on. And me and you know they are not experts. So at least you yourself be an expert, so that your design would have done 90% of the job for them. Will be so good, so easy to customize that they don't have to spend more than 10 minutes to 20 minutes on your design. I'm telling you, because if you're not a designer, go and learn graphic design, go and learn how to use Photoshop. Because all these people complaining about PosterMyWall does not have this tool, does not have that tool, does not have that tool. Like I said before, things are built based off of infrastructures that are available. There is no reason why Fiverr should now, because they allow graphic designers to be on their platform, start adding graphic design tool on their platform, so that when they book a work in your hand, you now have to go into Fiverr itself. There is a tool for designing, and you start afresh. No. Because things are built on infrastructure. Fiverr knows that there is Photoshop. That is their entire job. Fiverr knows that there is Canva. Fiverr knows that there is all kinds of CorelDRAW and Pixel for phones, right? So it will be a stupid move of infrastructure of resources for Fiverr to now be taxed to do all that. It's the same thing with Canva. It's the same thing with PosterMyWall. Are you getting it now? Just like Facebook should not now create on their platform because they have influencers and all. Now so now their platform now has a video editor. Really? They know there is Adobe Premiere Pro. They know there is CapCut, and they know that there is Power Director. They know that things are built of infrastructures that are already available. Are you getting it? So, if you are struggling to make wonderful, beyond the imagination designs on PosterMyWall because of the lack of tools, go and do it entirely on Photoshop, After Effects, Canva, what's it called, the CorelDRAW or Pixel Lab on phone, and export all the individual elements. And when I started, because like I said, I looked at church categories, designs were awful, most of them, and I went to party designs, and I was seeing very sophisticated design, the kind that couldn't have been done with the tools that are on Photoshop, on PosterMyWall. Like the designs that were on the party category by the stores that make party designs. When I looked at it, I knew there is no way that this design was done from PosterMyWall tools. So I opened some of them, I moved around, I moved all the elements, like it was. I said, my God, this is professionals doing things. I was like, wow, no wonder. I mean, it's not just that the category, demands a lot of, there's always party going on. So I mean, the people who make designs on that category take things very, very serious. I mean, that is extra miles. Like the amount of element and the way it is arranged, and like I said, wow. I said, my God, somebody is doing these kinds of designs beyond the tools that are available in PosterMyWall editor, and this is somebody going beyond, over and beyond. I said, okay, good. At least I learned that. Like I said, I study, I observe. I'm always looking for an edge, a way to win. And I'm very, very, very observant. So, with that said, that is what gave birth to everything you're going to be hearing me teach on production. Are you getting it? So, master your craft. Make sure you know how to, because that's what qualifies you to own a store where you are selling templates. Truth is that it also helps that you're already a graphic designer of some sort. Maybe you do one-on-one for clients, right? Why? Because there is a sixth sense that you start having, right, about what works and what doesn't work. Simply because you already interact with people who are the other end of a graphic design to client relationship, right? You can have a feel of what would work. Now you are trying to stock your shop, what the client is thinking, what they are saying no to, right? Because you've been experiencing them. It also helps that you have experience, beyond PosterMyWall as a graphic designer, in order to truly be able to do designs that starts to get used. And of course, you can get quality right and get quantity right and still not be winning. I'm going to tell you why. What next, right? But it's not in this course, okay? But for now, we're going to deal with production, and because I think why I said this bit now is that a friend was getting me to explain what exactly I'm doing on PosterMyWall, and I said that a huge aspect of what I'm doing is that I'm anticipating what my potential clients are going to need in the various situations I'm thinking of that we are focused on, and I'm coming up with something that is going to speak to that. Are you getting it? So when we talk about anticipation, it means that you have for you to have that feel that tells you, okay, this is what they're going to need. Okay, this is what they're going to need. You have to have had a kind of interaction, or if you don't have that, you can find 2, 3, 4 persons that becomes your study guide. I get like 2, 3 persons that are designers that have been in this for years, and just watch what they are doing, what they are publishing as the finished design that client accepted, and generally start getting a feel of what works, of what layout works for what kind of design. I get it, because you need that sixth sense, to how to really be able to tell, okay, this design you're doing now is worth it, is not worth it, because you are, like I said, you are spending a bunch of resources called time, right? One of them is time, how to put these things out there, so you don't, have your store, because I have somebody reached out to me who has thousands of design on his store, complaining about relatively low sales, very low sales, and there's a reason for that. I looked through his dashboard to see what was really going on, as he shared with me a screenshot, and I realized that, oh my God, he has walked into this time bomb that, for me to even begin to explain that to him, is why I had to come up with this course. Because doing that, as people were chatting me up, asking me a question, was not going to, do the. I wasn't going to get this thing across to them on chat. So I said, let me do a course and see how we move from A to B. All right, thank you. Let's dive in.
Hi, my name is Coach Moxie. Welcome to another topic. We're doing production. Actually, is the word production in replacement for designing. Okay. What can I tell you about this area? I've told you about goals. When the month is starting, set how many goals, write down how many designs you intend to publish in your store. Write it down. Because some of you will always have a reason why you could not do design the whole month. You were busy. You are this, you are that. The reason why you need a goal is because a lot of things is trying to stop you from stocking your store with designs, right? Even the platform itself, the slow sales and use is part of what is going to be, trying to drag you out of the race. I get in it. And then you have the PosterMyWall design community, where people are constantly complaining. I get in it. Write down the number of design. Like I said, numbers play a huge role in winning. I get in it. Numbers should, and it does. You get. So write down the number of designs you want to publish in your store at the beginning of every month, and get to work. Write down the categories you want to give attention to that month. So if you're writing down, like, I want to publish 30 or 50 designs this month, I want 20 of them to be church, 10 of them to be party, write it down. I get in it. Once you have done that, it's time to go and search for what I call design guides, right? It's time to go and search for designs that have been done in that particular area that speak to what you are. Remember, I told you about profiling your audience. What your audience is likely, what that your audience you profiled is likely to want to use and customize and in all of that, right? Go to Pinterest, go to everywhere, comb the web, find design guides, right? Find the number of design guides that reflect the number of designs you intend to achieve the month. I get in it. Once you found that, under the categories you're looking for, look at those designs and ask yourself, can you redesign it? Can you come up with something similar? Because one thing is for sure, the design guide you found, is somebody else, a client somewhere ordered for it, paid somebody to do it, and it was done. Somebody has already paid for it. That is just the yardstick for knowing what will work. Are you getting it? That design guide you found on Pinterest is not somebody who is randomly just doing design just to show that he knows how to design. Somebody reached out to somebody, a designer, asked the person for a design, paid for it. This designer did it. Corrections were made, adjustments were made. Voila, that is what you're seeing online. So it is already a money-making design. Not just that it is a money-making design. Like, let's zoom in a bit. The layout of that particular design is a money-making layout. The color scheme is a money-making scheme. The elements in the design is a money-making element. Are you getting it? The text in the design is a money-making text. The audience it is speaking to are money-making or money extracting audience, because the design you saw you are using as a design guide is not just for a client. It was made for a client to reach his or her audience, her own audience. I get in his or her own audience, the people he or she is trying to speak to, right? So it's already, everything about it is money making, which means if you can do something similar to it, something just like it, if you can, I get it. This depends on your skill, and something similar to it, you already halfway to success. That is a more sure banker that you will win. Are you getting it? So all you now do now is to ask yourself, given the kind of elements that was used in that design and layout and other thing that was used, the background and all, can it be done from beginning to the end on PosterMyWall based off of the tools that are on PosterMyWall? If not, start with Photoshop, redo the design on Photoshop, and then export each of the individual elements as a PNG that you now assemble on your store on PosterMyWall. Do you understand? The only thing you don't export if you started with Photoshop is text, because on Photoshop, on PosterMyWall, you should do all the text using the fonts that are there, and then and other shapes like rectangle and other shapes that are available. I get them, but the rest of the thing, if it can be done, if you cannot achieve that from start to finish on PosterMyWall design studio, just use Photoshop. Use the design tool that you're comfortable with, that you know you can use to achieve those elements, those things, and then export PNG. Understood? Good. And then you publish. So start with a goal. Don't just start with that. Yeah, I will do design this month. Start with a goal. Go and find design guides that reflect the kind of design your audience would appreciate. And like I said, any design guide you find is already a money-making design guide, because its very existence shows that somebody paid for it. It also means that if you can do something similar to it, you are going to have somebody on this platform of these 750,000 uses of design on the platform use your design and get you paid. Maybe not now, but eventually. But that's essentially how it works for production. I get it. I think I have something else. So I have the design process, right? Design process starts with browse. Okay, it starts with setting a goal for how many designs I want to achieve a month. I getting it. Then second step is browse and save design guides from Pinterest, Instagram, and other platforms. I getting it. Then another one is choose design guide. Choose the specific ones that you want to attempt to do something similar to it, something based off of it, or something like it. I getting it for your store. Then next step is to go to design platform, open canvas with appropriate canvas size. So you have to get a size that is similar to the size of the design guide. I getting it. And then on PosterMyWall. Meanwhile, if the design is not something that can be done entirely from PosterMyWall, due to the tools that are available, start with Photoshop. Do it, achieve it on Photoshop, and export it as PNG. Export all those elements as PNG and assemble it on PosterMyWall. So upload design guide and then all of that. I don't want to get into the details of my process, right? But I'm basically giving you a direction, right, of what to do and how to do it so you can be getting results that are incredible. Thank you.